the bathroom, guy. If you give us a second, we'll take you to the station, and you're going to use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair? Yeah. All right. Deal with this officer coming right here. All right.
Damn, what?
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is staying there. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevens at all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
The boxing community was stunned by the sudden announcement that the highly anticipated matchup between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Jake Paul was called off. This wasn't due to scheduling issues or contract problems. Davis had been hit with a serious civil suit accusing him of assault. Within days, Jake Paul's camp and Netflix backed away from the event entirely. What had been hyped as a major crossover spectacle, pitting a viral internet personality against one of the sport's most explosive young stars, collapsed almost overnight. Now fans and commentators are debating how these allegations will affect Davis's future, with some wondering whether this incident could mark a major setback or even jeopardize the rest of his career.
Be 1 foot in, 1 foot out too. What are you talking about? You know how much money he got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest, like let's say 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making $500,000 in interest. He's not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What? He gone.
The dispute surfaced just 2 weeks before the much-hyped matchup, which had been slated to become a landmark Netflix boxing event. Gervonta "Tank" Davis had been deep into training camp in Miami when unexpected legal trouble arose. His former partner, Courtney Russell, filed a civil suit in Miami-Dade County accusing him of battery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, and false imprisonment. In the filing, she alleges that the incident occurred at her workplace, a nightclub, and claims it was not an isolated event. According to the lawsuit, Russell says Davis assaulted and choked her on 4 separate occasions prior to this one. She is seeking compensatory and punitive damages and states that she is receiving treatment for PTSD that she attributes to the alleged encounters.
Jake Paul, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacement.
The announcement triggered a fast reaction from Jake Paul's camp. Although they initially said they were evaluating the situation, internal reviews progressed quickly, and within 2 days the matchup was officially scrapped. Their public statement said, "We will not be moving forward with this event, but our plan is still for Jake Paul to host a Netflix event in 2025. In effect, Davis was taken off the card almost immediately. Although he has dealt with legal troubles in the past, this latest situation adds to a growing list of issues that many believe has begun to overshadow his achievements in the ring, making it increasingly difficult for some fans to separate his athletic success from the controversies surrounding him.
Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations.
Back in 2020, Davis faced intense backlash when a video circulated that appeared to show him grabbing the mother of his child by the neck during a charity event. The incident resulted in his arrest on a domestic violence charge. Similar allegations surfaced again in 2022, though that case was later dismissed.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Davis received a 90-day house arrest sentence along with 3 years of probation for a hit-and-run crash in Baltimore that injured several people. The case drew significant concern from the public, especially after he was later jailed for failing to comply with the terms of his house arrest.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
I mean, hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your... That's it, basically. Just say you don't hit women, man.
The newly filed 2025 lawsuit adds yet another layer of controversy to Gervonta Davis's already complicated public image, prompting fresh concerns about long-term damage to his reputation. As soon as the allegations became public, reactions poured in. Jake Paul's manager, Nakissa Bidarian, issued a firm statement emphasizing that MVP condemns all violence and will no longer conduct business with Davis in any professional context.
They were officially canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nakissa Bidarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Kaseya Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel and Casino for their partnership.
Sponsors started pulling out of their agreements quietly, while Netflix removed promotional material that had already been released. Showtime, which had previously partnered with Davis, also halted all promotion of the event and stopped discussing it publicly.
We pulled up to Tootsie's and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was sober.
November 14th event in Miami, which had been slated as Netflix's follow-up to the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson card, has now been officially canceled. Davis didn't just miss out on a fight, he also lost a significant financial opportunity. The prize pool for the event was reportedly over $20 million, with Davis projected to take home an 8-figure payout. With the cancellation, that earnings potential has vanished.
The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening. So if you weren't a fan of this fight, I think you got your wish. Now,
with Gervonta Davis's future uncertain, Jake Paul's camp acted swiftly to adapt. According to reports, MVP is already organizing a new Netflix event for December, exploring several possible replacements such as Ryan Garcia, Nate Diaz, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and even Francis Ngannou.
Hey, Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing.
Jake Paul has long shown a talent for turning controversy into publicity, but this time the strategy is different. A Netflix spokesperson stated, "Violence is not acceptable to us. There will be no Gervonta Davis on the show." Such a public distancing from a major media company carries serious implications. Beyond the financial loss, it becomes a battle to safeguard one's reputation.
How is training for something like this? Obviously, smaller guy. How is this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. You know, he laughing.
What are you talking about? What does he have to do with this?
Let anything, you know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him. Bet.
Striking how fast Tank Davis's situation has deteriorated. Only a few months ago, he was being celebrated as boxing's next major star, even amid the controversy from his fight with Lamont Roach. His combination of speed, marketability, and ties to Floyd Mayweather once made him seem nearly untouchable.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. While my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Tank Davis had built a reputation that extended well beyond the boxing ring. With ties to the hip-hop world, celebrity fans, and a massive social media presence, he became one of the most recognizable fighters of his generation. But now, he faces a setback that could be far harder to overcome than any in-ring defeat, losing the backing of the business world. Fans and analysts are concerned because this case isn't merely a civil dispute, it carries the potential to escalate into criminal proceedings. While the current lawsuit seeks financial compensation, the claims involve serious allegations, including aggravated assault, kidnapping, and intentionally causing emotional distress. Should authorities decide to pursue the matter, it could result in criminal charges. The incident allegedly took place in Florida, a state known for its stringent domestic violence laws, keeping Davis's legal team on high alert. To date, neither Davis nor his attorneys have made public statements, and his social media accounts have gone unusually quiet. No training videos, interviews, or comments. For a figure whose persona was built on confidence and bravado, this silence is telling. Reactions across the boxing and sports communities have been swift, with opinions sharply divided.
All right, so the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now. Stay tuned.
Responses from the boxing community have been divided. Some fighters voiced concern for Tank Davis, suggesting that he may need support and guidance. Others were far less sympathetic. Ryan Garcia, for instance, spoke candidly and didn't hold back in expressing his opinions.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older now or what, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that.
Heading into 2025, Gervonta Davis had compiled a record of 30 wins, including 12 by knockout. He was set to become the face of the lightweight division, a rare combination of power and charisma that invited comparisons to legends like Floyd Mayweather. Yet over time, his most significant obstacles have often been personal rather than professional.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do
is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame. That's no slouch, but damn. Still in all, you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
Tank Davis's career has been a roller coaster, far more turbulent than one might expect from a world champion. Legal issues, suspensions, and public controversies have repeatedly interrupted his momentum. This latest setback may be the toughest yet. When a fighter is battling both in the ring and in the courtroom, triumph in one arena doesn't guarantee success in the other, or what lies ahead for Davis. His path forward hinges on 3 critical factors. First, the legal case. An unfavorable outcome could result in the permanent loss of his boxing license. Second, public perception. Rebuilding trust with fans will be essential if he hopes to return to competition. Third, the politics of promotion. Top promoters tend to steer clear of fighters facing ongoing legal scrutiny, as it's seen as a financial risk. This situation raises a long-standing question in boxing. How resilient is the sport without its marquee names? From Mike Tyson's legal troubles to Floyd Mayweather's own controversies, boxing has often been accused of shielding its biggest earners. But the landscape is changing. With streaming platforms like Netflix now a major part of the sport, the focus has shifted. For these companies, Davis isn't indispensable. They already have stars such as Terence Crawford and Jake Paul. Brand safety and reputation now take priority over controversy. For the first time, it seems Davis may have no one to shield him from the consequences of his actions.
You're really not happy with Tank. First off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. What is it? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion for entertainment. Don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer for entertainment purposes only. You know, so you know, it's money-making purposes only. You know, it is what it is, people.
It's difficult to watch Davis's decline, especially given his talent inside the ring. Many fans felt he brought back the excitement of boxing, with his speed, accuracy, and knockout power reminding audiences why they fell in love with the sport. Yet outside the ring, he couldn't avoid the turmoil surrounding him. Now, his career hangs in the balance. Fights postponed, legal battles piling up, and a reputation rapidly eroding. Even if some of the allegations are later proven false, the impact on his public image has already been significant.